The most important position in all of sports is the quarterback position. So now you know that it's the most important. Well, which one of these quarterbacks, who do we trust the most? Who do we actually think can take their team to the next level? It's time for me to pick 6. I'm going to pick the 6 quarterbacks I trust the most. Now, everybody knows Patrick Mahomes is number 1. Let's get that out the way. I want to remove the drama and get to the good stuff. Now I'm going to count down from 6, 2, 1. Number 6, Baker Mayfield. See, I trust Baker Mayfield. I think that he has always overcome the obstacles at every level dating back to college until now. At number 5, C.J. Stroud. His tape is absolutely phenomenal. This dude is the most trustworthy rookie I have seen in a mighty long time. At number 4, Lamar Action Jackson. I get it. You're thinking, come on, Acho, you got Lamar at 4. Who the heck you putting above Lamar? But Lamar, 1 and 3 in the playoffs. We're talking about the playoffs. The operative word here is playoffs. Number 3, Josh Allen, family. 5 playoff wins. 5 of them things. Every time Josh Allen has shown up as of late, he has put the team on his back. At number 2, Brock Purdy. He was just in a championship game. When Brock Purdy plays well in the playoffs. Now, I remind you, because I can hear James Jones banging on the desk to my left, the operative word is playoffs. Playoffs. Playoffs? That's what we talk about here. So as I head to the desk, James, I will ask you first, because I can sense the attitude.
Wait, how you know he was hating, though?
I can hear all
this.
this.
Jordan was hyping.
I can hear all this.
I'm hyping him up because I know what he's about to say.
I can hear all the nonsensical nonsense banging on the desk and whatnot. Now, James, as you know, because these will be clipped off, I said, who do you trust most in the playoffs? Not named Patrick Mahomes. Can you say it with me? Playoffs. Not regular season. Playoffs. Who you trust most in the playoffs?
You are something else. Joy said she wanted to go first.
I can go first.
Can you go first?
So we said playoffs, right?
Yes, not named Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, not named Patrick. Of course not Patrick Mahomes. Which one of the guys? Okay, we got Allen, Lamar.
He got Purdy.
You said Baker Mayfield.
6. Baker's a 6. Yes.
Rookie C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, rookie C.J. Stroud.
And basically second year Brock Purdy. Mm-hmm. Outside of Mahomes, who we're not counting, which one of them has played in the Super Bowl?
None of
them. None of them that I see.
Wait, why you squinting though? You know it's not.
I know those glasses work. We have beautiful graphics.
I thought that was me. Like what?
Okay, there was a lot of effort in these graphics. I know you can see.
No, the funny thing is he act like he didn't put the list together.
Like this is your list.
No, bro.
Yeah, he get carried away. Like
at 9 in the morning, bro. You know
it wasn't a literal question. The answer, of course, is none.
Start squinting.
Jared Goff has played in the Super Bowl.
He has.
That's it?
How are we talking playoffs? Is Jared Goff not number 2? Technically, if that's the criteria, he's played in the Super Bowl. He's at 11 games this season. He's had over 250 yards passing and a passing touchdown. That's the second most in the NFL. 5 games this season. He had over 300 yards passing and 2 passing touchdowns. That's the second most in the NFL. He has 4,852 passing yards this season. Second most in the NFL. And going back to last season, he's won 21 of his last 28 starts.
A good year.
And we talking about playoffs. He's playing the Super Bowl. So he got to be number 2.
Why isn't he, Acho?
Now y'all care about the play.
Because I think Jared Goff is tethered to Sean McVay. That's why it wasn't for me. I think Sean McVay looked at Jared Goff and said, I don't trust you in the playoffs. So if he looked at Goff and said, I don't trust you in the playoffs, who am I?
But how is CJ? And listen, CJ's been amazing. But this is we're talking about his list.
Acho good.
Didn't the Lions just win a playoff game at home?
Yeah.
And against McVay?
They did.
And so he has the same amount of playoff wins this postseason as C.J. Stroud.
Then I just went off who do I think plays better. That's who played better.
Okay.
So,
I was just trying to figure out the criteria.
Who plays better or what they got around them? What you go off? Because are we talking quarterback or are we talking
quarterback?
Team?
Quarterback in the playoffs. You trust most. Not named Patrick Mahomes. So.
I mean, but that does count.
It does count.
I mean, you're supporting cast, right? The things
your coach.
You're required to do, things you don't have to do.
Who are you going to say? So I'm interested.
Y'all good.
I hope you say somebody with multiple playoff wins.
Y'all good.
I just
like
pray.
Jared Goff?
Yes, exactly. I just pray you say somebody with multiple playoff wins.
Oh, yeah. Who we about to say?
I just hope.
I'm not. I'm trusting the MVP of the National Football
League
is going to be Lamar Action Jackson, right?
I like that
because we keep on moving stuff. Because if going off of your list, it should be Patty, it should be Goff, it should be Allen, it should be Purdy. Then it should be Lamar Stroud, whatever order. That's like according to what y'all saying.
Really off my list, it should have been Goff second, then Purdy, because Purdy's been to a championship game. You see, Lamar hasn't done that yet. I hope
Allen's been to a
Wait, hold on.
Purdy's just been
Why should Goff? Why should Goff be second? Because he's been there before.
That's the
Well, no,
based on
what
what
he's
he's
saying.
I am saying Goff because outside of Mahomes, of course, he does have a better postseason resume. We're asking who trusts in the playoffs.
But in a regular game, right, with the Niners team, the Niners offense.
Playoffs.
Okay. However you want to cut it. Playoffs, it's a regular game. You got one game, an offensive coordinator and that offense, and you look at the Detroit Lions offense and their coordinator and Goff.
They good.
Everybody's going to go with Brock Purdy, though.
We might find out.
I mean, I'm saying, who would be the safer quarterback you think you would go with?
I would go with.
This is an easy question.
Who's your answer?
If we're not Purdy.
You're my dog.
And I like Goff, but we're not being real if you're going to tell us that, yo,
I'm going with what's around him. So it should have been a quarterback then. It should have been whole offense. What offense do you trust?
But what I'm saying is that this is one thing I've learned, especially this year, about quarterbacks like Cam Newton was talking about, like the Dax, like the guys like Purdy. We got to stop knocking them for their system. So listen, he might not be a superstar quarterback like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, but his system, he's something like it. So my thing is we got to respect that what it is. Like, yeah, he might not be a great player, but in that system, he's really, really good with there. So you can't tell me that Goff is better in his system than Purdy's in.
And I'm good with that.
Of course you got to be good with that.
He should have just switched the question for it.
Yeah.
Your offense, not your quarterback.
You did kind of count
But tell me, why are we blaming the offense for?
We're not blaming him. He just tagged quarterback.
Wait, I want to ask.
That's what he plays.
He didn't tag Debo. He didn't tag none. He just tagged quarterback.
If you know he's going to be safe in the offense, he's going to run the ball well, be efficient. He's going to throw the ball and be efficient. Right? He's going to score touchdowns. They're going to win the game because in that system, that's what he plays. We can't.
Because offensively, he should be one.
Purdy is MVP level in his system. But my question is this. This is the question. So as you were talking, I was thinking, that's a really good point. He does play at that level. The question is, though, in the playoffs, when things might go wrong, and this was sort of Cam's point with that, I believe, if you are dependent upon your system in order to have that level of success, that might not be what's required of you in the playoffs. We know in big moments, players have to step up to the level that we need them to.
Okay.
So who do you trust in the playoffs? Do you think that Brock Purdy is a better player, independent of the pieces around him? Because sometimes those pieces aren't available.
How do you judge that, though?
Yeah, that's hard.
We're giving our opinion.
No, but how can I judge an offense?
Well, we did see Brock Purdy without his pieces. We did.
But I'm saying,
lost 3 in a row.
But how can you take it?
Well, I think what Jordan, not to cut you off, I think what she's saying is you see that 50-yard run by Josh Allen? Like, can he... If
he ain't him. He not even in
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, if it's off schedule, it might be behind, might be like, can he...
Hold on. Jared Goff, he's that?
I don't think he's up there.
Hold up. Are y'all telling...
That wasn't the question.
No. What I'm saying is that if you... So we take the scheme and the system away...
He said quarterback.
What's Jared Goff in? What's he? He's in the system. His old.
I think he is too. But between Brock Purdy, we just moving Brock Purdy up the list because the pieces around him.
Here's truly why I am. I just didn't get into all the depths of the stats. But remember, Brock Purdy in his first playoff game, respectfully, this is not my opinion, has as many touchdowns as Lamar Jackson has in all of his playoff games.
Ooh,
Brock Purdy, I didn't want to say it. I just wanted to chill.
He loves this guy.
Brock Purdy in his first playoff game against the Seahawks had 4 touchdowns total. Lamar Jackson in his playoff career has 4 total touchdowns and 7 turnovers.
Can I ask you why is it from?
Wait, can you just let's sit with that for a second?
No, it's a great statistic.
Great
statistic. But we also know that Brock Purdy is not a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
No, but not at all. But to Shady's point, when it comes to in the playoffs, who do you trust to execute their system?
Right.
Purdy.
Okay,
Can that be the question? Can that be the question? And our whole answers would be different.
But I'm saying, like, who do you trust most in the playoffs? The players are playing in their system for their team.
I trust Kyle Shanahan the most in the playoffs. If that's the question?
But it's like you can't separate Purdy from the Niners or Lamar from.
Yes, you can separate it because if someone's out, if someone misses a couple plays, if we get behind for whatever reason because the defense doesn't play perfect and completely support the team, what happens then? Because that could happen in the playoffs too. That doesn't have nothing to do with Shanahan.
But I'm saying we don't have that data playoff-wise. Like you
make a scenario like somebody hurt. Let's say
I'm going off trust.
But what I'm saying is
trust. What individual? You didn't say offenses. You didn't say Shanahan. You didn't say Debo. You didn't say McCaffrey.
But I hear that. But like. That's who his team. That's his home.
I would have changed my answer. That's all I'm saying.
I'm right with you. I'm right.
No, but I'm saying, like, yo, the Detroit, that's your offense. You got your pieces.
Yes.
Niners, that's your piece. You got your offense. You got your head coach, you got your coordinator. Same thing. If you comparing them, right, there's really no comparison.
No, but that was the question. I would have said the Niners.
I'm trusting Brock Purdy with his scheme and his offense more than I'm trusting the Detroit Lions with Jared Goff. That's all I'm saying.
So that's why this
and we all should see,
that's why this is
I agree,
TV,
but that wasn't the
because
question.
If somebody asked you, name your top 5 quarterbacks in the National Football League right now without system, you ain't going to put Brock Purdy in
But
there.
and Jared Goff.
But all I'm saying is that was the question.
But nobody
ever.
System. You can't ask without system. It only
that's
makes
crazy.
sense. Like, your system is you.
Right.
Like, your co-host.
We don't want Emmett, but we want Emmett's Lyman.
No.
This is me and my lineman.
Then you changed it with C.J. Stroud above Jared Goff.
Why do I have Stroud above Goff?
Yes.
Because he's playing better. Because when I think about, like, who do I trust more on this weekend, it's got to be Stroud. Like, Stroud's just playing better.
You trust Baker more than Goff this weekend.
Yeah, I do. I trust me.
Uh-oh, what?
Shady, we was. But Shady, we was.
But that's the list. That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
Yes.
You taking? I didn't look at the list. Wait, you taking Baker Mayfield over who?
Over Jared Goff.
You know,
What's he ever done? What's he ever done?
like he got two. Like he just.
Come on, let's see. I ain't look at the list, dog. The list is a little wild. Like, yo, Josh Allen in third over Brock?
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was texting, I think.
That's what we're saying. Now, if he adds system to it, we agree.
Oh, no, Baker's last.
Yeah, Baker's last.
Okay.
But you think Baker should be ahead of Goff?
Oh, Goff's not in? Oh,
No, he's not top 6.
Oh, no, Goff should be 5.
Ahead of Baker.
Baker should be 6.
That's fine.
He's the only one that don't really belong on this list in general.
That's fine. That's fair.
So you're taking CJ out.
Ooh.
No, Baker out.
Baker
So
out.
Baker, CJ 6, Goff 5 is what you saying.
No, Baker off,
Yeah,
and I'm
Goff
playing Goff
in.
5.
And CJ Stroud 6.
No,
No, he thinks
five
the
of them.
list. There's
Five.
6 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but now you understand why we were talking about Goff, Shady, right?
Huh?
Now you see why we were talking about Goff.
Yeah. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I got ADD sometimes. I'll be texting. I get you now, though.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.